Yahoo! But hello. Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Hello, hello. My mic wasn't working again. I was saying like Yahoo-wee, woohoo! And then I realized the bar wasn't moving in my audio mixer. I'm like, ah, oh, dang it. Gotta fix that. But at least you guys can hear me now, right? Right? Well, hello everyone. Let's say our hellos. I mentioned it on the twits and on the biskies, but this might be a short stream. I'm pretty tired. Let's say our hellos. So who do we got here? We got Seribot as always. Apulin always first. Sotenbori, hello, you got your sticker. Seishun, hello. Apex School and Pickles. Hello. Beeplebees, we're in. But you guys can hear me, right? Am I loud enough? Am I? Wait, let me fix my mic. There you go. I see the captions rolling. You guys can hear me, right? I don't know how you guys doing. Yeah, it might be a little shorter today. I'm pretty tired. I didn't even do that much today, if I'm being honest. I didn't even do that much today. It's just like the office days are always like a killer because of the commute. But actually, before I get into the swing of things, let me close my window. You have rats in your floor. Let me fix that for you. I'll bring the big shoe. No, don't squish them. No, those are just the babing cubs. They're just being little guys. Alright, let me go close my window real quick. Okay, we're back. Yeah, those aren't rats. Also, hello, El Doctor Profesor. We have a 1 point check-in. Or it's a 1 point redeem. It's called your daily scratch and sniff a sticker. You get a nice little Filipino treat inspired sticker if you are so inclined. Oh wait, my partner just asked. Beans just asked if I wanted snacks. Yes, I do want snacks. Give me a second to text them back. I would like snacks. Can I request snacks and a drink? Some kind of... What should I get, y'all? Should I request a chocolate or chips? You guys also want snacks? Alright, I'll let him know. Chocolate? Okay, cool. Can I request some kind of... Or how about this? Can I request cookies and cream, chocolate, and some kind of drink? Heck yeah. Chip for the chip ASMR. I saw too late. We're getting chocolate. Maybe there will be chocolate ASMR. Maybe. Let's see what you guys are saying. Oh wait, let's get to the classroom, shall we? Yum 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 yum. Hello everyone. Hello. It's me, Babinka Bear, your local sun bear, an art history teacher, an educational streamer. And today was an office day. I literally just got back from the office like an hour ago. No, actually like an hour and like 10 minutes ago. Man, are my arms tired. How you guys doing though? See, rats, how bear? Not very cool, bear with it. Ah, you guys are learning. You are learning. Good job. We would also, okay, you guys requested your snacks. Doc gets it. They're cool by me. Can I get some Rolos and a big Pringles? Yo, I just ate Pringles this morning. There's like a little like mini mart on the near my workplace, and I always get the same thing. I have a usual. They recognize me. They recognize me because I have a usual now. I always get like those mini little things of Pringles and an egg sandwich. Or actually, it's an egg salad sandwich. I usually get that. Though I have been trying to switch it up because this place also serves like soup occasionally. And then I also tried their salad and I didn't like it. I've been trying to eat healthier. I've really been trying because my doctor's getting on my butt about it. And I've been trying to like eat more salads. The cool thing is I found out that I'm a fan of like bagged salad, or like just those salads in bags and you just have to like assemble it basically. Like it has packets full of sauce. So you just have to like assemble it, right? You just gotta pour in the leaves and whatnot, pour on the sauce or the dressing or whatever, and you're ready, right? But I also like to add a little bit of tuna to it. I've been eating a lot of that lately. So I was like, okay, if I'm getting used to salads and I like it, why don't I just order one when I go to this little store next to my workplace? And I tried it and I didn't like their salad. I didn't like it at all. It's cause I think, did I tell you? I already told you guys the story. I think I already told you guys the story. I didn't like, it had like sweet things in it. Or no, did I tell Beans? But I don't think I told you guys. I didn't like it because like, I don't know, with salads, unless it's like specifically a fruit salad, I expect it to be like, not even savory, right? Just, I guess, neutral like flavor. It was sweet. They put something in, I don't know if it was like raisins or something, but they put something sweet in it. I didn't like it. Wait, let me see. I think we have Oreos in the pantry. We don't. Sorry, I'm just reading text messages. We don't have Oreos in the pantry anymore. I think you guys ate them all. Okay, cool. But yeah, I didn't have a big Pringles, April, but I got like a small Pringles this morning. Can I get cheddar popcorn? Oh, that looks good. Or that sounds good, rather. Matthew, hello. How was your stream today? I saw that you were streaming earlier. Cheddar popcorn looks so good. Sounds so good. Cooking fish took me a bit. Oh, nice. Oh, are you having another salmon burger? Salmon burger? And you summon the cats. A salad, a culinary aberration. What about salmon? I'm trying to practice saying salmon. I'm trying to practice being a normal person. A savory salad person. Yeah, because I put tuna in my salad. I also usually like it with Okay, here's the thing with me and salad. I grew up. My dad was and is the cook of the family. And he's usually the guy that's like, used to cook for all of us. A normal person. Can you eat eggs too? I do. Yeah, I can and I do. And it's a problem because my doctor was like, your cholesterol's still pretty high. You gotta cut out the eggs. And I'm like, no, I can't have, well, I already didn't eat meat before, but like eggs they're like the flavor of my life, that and fish and shrimp. But here's the thing with me and salad. So my dad's the cook, but for a bit of here's a little bit of Binka lore that I don't know if I told you guys already, but for a while in my childhood, my dad was not in the picture. He and my mom had their disagreements in the past. And for a couple of years of my life, my dad actually wasn't in the picture. He would visit, but I was primarily with my mom. But because of that, like I say all that to say that like my mom's cooking wasn't the best. But I also depended on like my grandma's cooking, and she cooks some pretty good stuff too. But I remember it's funny because the way my mom cooks eggs is the way that I cook eggs now, which if I told you guys, you would say that it's probably very atrocious. But like basically my mom would make scrambled eggs, but she wouldn't mix it at all. Like, okay, let's say that you crack a couple of eggs in a bowl, right? And then you scramble them either with a fork or a whisk or whatever, chopsticks or whatever, so that it's all yellow, right? So normally when someone makes scrambled eggs, or at least from what I've seen, normally you pour that into a pan, preferably it already has oil in it. You pour it into a pan and then you like fiddle around with it, right? Like you use your spatula or whatever, you fiddle around. And it like, it gets wrinkly because you're pushing it around and stuff, right? That's what makes the scrambled eggs like fluffy and stuff, right? My mom would just pour the mixture into the pan and that's it. Like, she didn't use her spatula or nothing. She just kind of left it there until it cooked. And as a result, her eggs were always incredibly flat. And what's funny is that's now how I do it, because like, I don't know, I'm just completely okay with the scrambly eggs. Yeah, it's an egg pancake. It's an egg pancake. Starts cold, sweating, pecks cold. Do you also cook your eggs like that? So like an omelet? Yeah, but like, okay, I want to know what you guys have to say about this. Pero me encanta los huevos. Love me the... Wait, I shouldn't say that out loud. I was gonna say like, love me the huevos. Okay, for me, an omelet has to have stuff mixed in it. Like it can't just be scrambly eggs. It has to have something in it. Like, I don't know, you put in like some kind of protein. Maybe you put in some like chopped peppers, maybe onions, right? To me, that's always what an omelet is. But starting with when I started living with Beans and his family, they just refer to any scrambled eggs as an omelet. So what do you guys say? Is like, what is the definition of omelet for you guys? Because, like, I always thought omelets, like, you have to have something in it. If it doesn't have anything in it, it's just scrambled eggs, right? Which I like both. like I said, I love extremely flat, extremely flat scrambled eggs. But usually also another thing with that is I also like making omelets. But I also don't fiddle around with it once it's in the pan. I just, like, pour the mixture onto the pan, I put the lid on, and I essentially let the steam like half cook it. Well, it's not really steamed, but it's like the top half is being cooked by the steam, the bottom half is actually being cooked by the pan, right? So it ends up more like a quiche, I want to say. Is that what a quiche is? I think I gave you guys my my tuna omelet recipe, right? But to be honest, I usually just make omelets out of whatever I can find in the fridge. If we got like green onions, if we got bell peppers, if we have like, ooh, you know what's a good one? Kimchi. Kimchi omelets are pretty good too. I don't particularly like eggs, but I like them scrambled good. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, which I think that's the beauty of it. Everyone has like a different preference with their scrambly eggs, right? I remember watching like the Gordon Ramsay video on like, this is how you make perfect scrambled eggs, and he starts like whisking and like, like playing around with it in the pan, and I'm like, okay, he likes them fluffy, right? All more power to you. I just like them flat. Maybe that's why I like tamagoyaki, right? Because it's like flat, but at least it's like folded in on itself. Hot dog slices and egg are the best. Yo, I gotta try that with the Dodger dogs, with the vegan Dodger dogs. I usually chop some onions and garlic now whenever I fry anything. Ooh, that's like the Filipino way, isn't it? It's a good way. I like putting chopped onions in anything that I make, especially on omelets. The only thing is like it's I don't know. Sometimes I'm just really lazy. And I don't want to chop onions. And the thing is, usually with like the portions I take, usually I don't even chop the entire onion. Usually it's just half of it. But I'm just lazy. I'm just like, it's funny because I'm not too lazy to chop like a green onion, but I am too lazy to chop like a round onion. But what the thing is, it's kind of worth it though. It's kind of worth it if you go through the trouble of dicing the onion and putting it in your omelet. Not only does it like taste good, it smells good. It makes the kitchen smell good too. If it's not scrambled, just flat. Is it really scrambled? That is a good point. I attribute to the name scrambled eggs, or scrambly eggs as I like to call them, when you're mixing it in the bowl, right? When you're like whisking it, or you're like scrambling it in the bowl, right? Because if you just like if you just crack open 3 eggs and put them in a bowl and then put it in a pan, that's when I'm like, that's not scrambly eggs. That's like a weird mixture of like sunny side up and something else. An omelet doesn't need anything in it. If you don't scramble it, then why would it be scrambled eggs? That's you guys are saying the same thing. I thought that it's called scrambled eggs because you're like mixing the yolk and the white together. Is that not what makes it scrambled? have I been like understanding it incorrectly this whole time? I thought that's what the scrambling is. Like you're scrambling the whites and the yolks together, right? And then once you put it in the pan, it's already by default scrambled eggs because it's more yellow than it is like translucent, right? Have I been understanding it wrong the whole time? It sounds like an omelet, but I am not well versed in them. You can whip heavy cream and fold a little into the beaten eggs to make a super fluffy omelet. Ooh, that sounds really good. I don't know if we have heavy cream, but I'd be down for that. I usually put like a splash of oat milk in there. Non-flavored, of course, but like I used to do that with like regular milk, but I am lactose intolerant and it's gotten worse over the years, so I've started using whatever milk we have in the fridge, which is usually some kind of oat milk. So that's usually pretty good. My significant other learned how to cook from Gordon Ramsay, so when I saw her start to add milk to the scrambled eggs, I thought they were a little crazy. That's what. No, my timing with reading these chats is so bad. Cause I do that. I add a little splash of milk. Just a little splash. Folk, hello. We're talking about eggs. Scrambled refers to scrambling it in the pan so you get a bunch of combined egg bits. Really? I've been misunderstanding it this whole time? Yeah, we're talking about eggs, folk. But we're talking about what's the okay, what's your understanding of scrambled eggs? Cuz what I was saying is that you crack 3 eggs or however many eggs you want. You crack it in a bowl, right? And you could just let them sit there, but that'd be kind of weird. So I use a fork and I scramble it. I mix it so that the egg whites and the yolks are mixed together, right? And then you pour it into a pan, and that's already scrambled eggs. And of course, a lot of people like to, use your spatula to like fiddle around with it, fold it into itself, move it around and stuff. And that's what makes it scrambled eggs, right? Or is the act of mixing the yolk and the egg whites together, is that what makes it scrambled? Because I am confusion. They put a kind of big splash though. Is it like enough of a splash that you hear the glug, like the glug in the jug? You know when like air gets into the, like when you're pouring something and air gets into it, you hear like a glug, If it's that big, that might be a little bit more than a splash, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna Google this. Scrambled eggs. I'm doing it on a window that you guys can't see. Okay. As per Wikipedia. You know what? I think it's a little bit of column A, it's a little bit of column B. Let's make this a little bigger. Scrambled eggs is a dish made from eggs where the whites and the yolks have been stirred, whipped, or beaten together. So that's where I consider it scrambled eggs. Once it's like that, that's what I consider scrambled eggs. But what you guys are saying is that it needs to be like in the pan and like folded into itself so it has this texture for it to be scrambled eggs. Correct? Because what I was saying, folk, earlier is that the way that my mom used to do it is she would just like mix the egg whites and the yolks together, and she would just pour it in a pan, put the like the lid on top, and just let it cook. And yes, the eggs would end up very flat, like a pancake. But to me, it was already scrambled by the time it made it to the pan. So I was asking chat, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? beeplebees is telling me that the act of scrambling it in the pan is what makes it scrambled eggs. I asked Seishun because she's the egg cooker in the house. She says scrambling it in the pan results in scrambled eggs, and it sounds like if you don't do that, it would just be an egg patty. That's how I like it, though. That's how I like it. Like Mr. Pancakes? Well, his brain's already a little scrambled, so... I mean, look at him. Look at that adorable face of his. Are you looking? Because he's gone. He's bashful. Scrambled, broken up into a bunch of pieces and stirred around. Omelet, liquid mixture poured into the pan and cooked as a sort of... Interesting! Okay, so what I've been making this entire time is an omelet. I see. So we have proven that my understanding of scrambled eggs has been incorrect this whole time. And omelet, because I was saying earlier that my definition of an omelet is something has to be mixed in it, right? Like you gotta mix something in it. Like you gotta put like chopped onions or something, like chopped proteins. Maybe some tuna. That was my impression of an omelet. Wait, actually, what does Wikipedia have to say about this? Omelette du fromage. A dish made from eggs? Wait. A dish made with eggs? Usually chickens fried with butter and... Oh, crap! Yeah, okay, so by definition, it really is just like... what I've been making. I've just been making omelets this entire time. But it says here, it's common practice to include fillings. But that it seems like the definition of it is literally... It's just this! It's just this! This is what I make! It's literally just this! Oh my gosh, you guys are blowing my mind right now. You guys are blowing my mind! An egg patty, so like the McDonald's eggs. I was gonna say yes, but am I Mandela affecting myself? Or like, those McDonald's patties, they always had the yolk in them, right? Like, or it was like the white plus yolk, but sometimes it's literally like already, in my definition, scrambled, right? Like it's all yellow, right? I feel like an omelet requires a fold, but I don't know enough about eggs to really say. I'm finding out that I too don't know enough about eggs. You guys are blowing my mind right now. Egg foo young. Ooh, these look good. McDonald's cracks an egg into a mold and lets it cook so it's not scrambled. Ah, okay. I feel like sometimes... the thing is, I haven't gotten a McMuffin in a while because it has those sausage patties. I used to love those as a kid. But I feel like they don't hit anymore, and also I don't eat meat, so... But man, oh my god, those sausage patties were so good. Omelette de la mer. Ooh, that looks good. Is that a filling? Is that like cheese? I'm making myself hungry and I literally just ate. Typical Indian omelet. That looks so good. That looks... Wait, what's in that? What's in that? Eggs are beaten. Onions and poured directly into a hot pan with salt and pepper. I need to start... Dang, is that really all I need to make like a good omelet? I've been like mixing in tuna with like... What else do I put in? Like I said, I usually just put whatever's in the fridge. If we got green onions and bell peppers, that's all I put. Or sometimes I put cherry tomatoes in too. There are many different shapes of omelets. Some of them are folded, some are flat. Breakfast is the only thing at McDonald's I'll ever touch. I'm not spending $8 to $10 on a burger that bad. Very true, but there was one time I was at a school site and I forgot to bring lunch with me. Because usually in the morning I'm in a rush. Like, to my knowledge, I don't have any kind of eating disorder, but there are times where I'm just like in a rush in the morning. I just forget to pack something for myself. So by the end of the school day, I was starving. And my bus stop happened to be right next to a McDonald's. So this was before it was time to like boycott them, by the way. But my bus stop was right next to a McDonald's, and I was like, oh, I'm starving. Like, you know, I don't want to eat like something so oily, but I'm like starving. I remember I got like a fish fillet. I got a fish fillet and what else? I think just fries. I think just like McDonald's fries, and I was like, oh, yes. I felt so satiated. That was the one time that McDonald's tasted like amazingly good. That wasn't just like a part of my childhood, right? I love that so many cultures also love eggs, right? Look at all these like delicious dishes. Kalaki omelet. Ooh, cool. Ooh, I've never seen an omelet with that color. Is that like a quiche? Contains tomatoes, tomato paste, and ingredients such as fried onions. Sounds good. Frittata. Oh, tamagoyaki. Oh my god. I've been trying to make this at home because we have a rectangular pan, but I keep on messing it up. I love that. Oh yeah, every time I go to type omelet, my suggested words are omega and omegaverse. Oh no. Makes my heart and stomach happy. And we love you for this. Eggs.ca. Kuro shared this in JLG a while ago. Oh. Wait, let me see. What's eggs.ca? Perfect shakshuka. Let me check this out. Perfect shakshuka. Ooh. Are these just egg dishes? Amazing. Amazing. Oh my god, deviled eggs. I think I've talked about this with you guys, but I love deviled eggs. That's like the if you ever had to set up like a binka trap in the woods, in the forest, you know that little classic like, you know, Looney Tunes trap where you just have like a food and it's like underneath a box with a stick propping up the box and it's just like a trap, you know? The only, like, if you were to make a binka trap, it would literally just be that contraption with like a deviled egg. Like that would 100% get me. Like, it doesn't matter how obvious the trap is, it will get me. Even if the box is like too big, it like just fits over my head. I'm just gonna give like the deviled egg like a little nibble, right? And the box is gonna fall on my head. And I'm like, you got me. Good evening, church. Yeah, we're talking about eggs. I love shakshuka. I don't know if I've ever had it. It sounds good. It looks good. Search up Yemeni shakshuka. That's what my family makes. Ooh. Let me do that. Yemeni shakshuka. Yemeni style shakshuka. Oh, that looks good. Let me put this. There we go. Ooh. This one looks pretty good too. I like yolks. I think yolks are nice and yummy. I can feel my cholesterol going up as I look at this site. Ever had tomato egg? I don't know if I have. What does that entail? What does that entail? Let me see. Tomato egg. I put cherry tomatoes into my omelets. Like this? Ooh. I do like, oh, what the? I do like tomatoes and eggs. So here's the thing too, is that like it has to be like a fresh tomato, because I've had like wonky tomatoes before and it's like it just feels sad. But when you have like a fresh tomato with a little bit of crisp, you know? Not like crisp as in like you burn it in an oven, but like, you know, like a crispy apple, you know, something like that. I shouldn't have gone for the eggs. I recently watched a video of 10 different chefs making fried eggs in different styles. I posted the video on Discord to watch later. Yeah, cool. I'm down to watch that. The scrambled ones are the Yemeni style ones. Thank you, Pexel. I shall consume every type. I made tomato egg a few times. It's pretty good, but it's not my fave. You know what? I like. What I really like that's like related to eggs is silog. It's traditional Filipino breakfast, and usually it takes on the name of whatever it's cooked with. So if it's with like, for example, like spam, it becomes spam silog. If it's hot dog, then it becomes hot dog silog. If it's like fish or like a specific kind of fish called bangus, it becomes bang silog. So like silog is basically like well, the name itself is a mix of sinangag, which is like garlic rice, and egg, which in Tagalog is itlog. So itlog, sinangag, and itlog together makes silog. It's like the quintessential, you know, Filipino breakfast. It's really just fried eggs, but like when it's like cooked right, and you cut open the yolk on top of the garlic rice. It's so good. It's so good. Scrambling egg, cooking down tomatoes to make a sauce with various seasonings like oyster sauce, fish sauce, little sugar and some stuff. Then you toss your scramble in, cook that a little more, and have it over rice. Ooh, that sounds good. Sprinkle on some green onion and you're golden. I love green onion. It's one of those things that I didn't appreciate as a kid until I semi-matured and was like, hey, this is good. I want that so bad. Hug silog, no! Don't eat hugs with the silog. So nice, also very nice. Galangal fuyo? Galangal fuyo? That first Bibingka silog, no! Oh my god, I forgot to tell you guys that I got jump scared at the Mother's Day party I went to a couple days ago. Because like one of my relatives brought over bibinka, which is what I'm named after. I'm named after, for those who don't know, I'm named after bibinka. It's a type of rice cake. Looks like this. It's a rice cake. So that's my namesake. I'm named after that, right? Now, my relatives don't know that. Well, like my younger brother, my parents know that like I stream as a bear, or because I am a bear and they are bears. My whole family is bears. But they don't quite understand like like VTubing and like VTuber culture and that all that stuff. And then my brother is aware that I'm a VTuber, but other than that, no one else knows that like I'm a streamer, right? And that my name online is Bibinka. So I remember I was like chatting with my cousins, and then like an aunt comes in and she's like, oh, let's who wants bibinka? And I'm like, huh? Who wants bibinka? And I remember I got like jump scared. I was like, But of course she's referring to the food. She's referring, she brought over some bibinka with her. But I just remember being like, oh god, they know. Bibinka silog. Don't cook me. Don't have me with the silog. It's always nice to look for some of these popular recipes from channels like Made with Lao or Mangchi. Silog. So you just get double the egg, double the garlic rice. When you hear bibinka, but you are bibinka, exactly. Is bibinka made of bear, or is bear made out of bibinka? The world may never know. Dogs. Everyone turns to you with knives. It's like, surprise, bibinka, we planned this the whole time. And they all take off their masks and they're all bibinkas. Looks longingly at bibinka. One day. No! Maybe for your stream avatars, I should give you guys like a little knife. So I could do the meme. I could do the meme of like, what do you have in your hands, bibinkubs? And you guys are like, a knife! No! Secretly, it's us under the bears. Under the masks. The eyes of bear. No. Made with Lao is the textbook Cantonese channel made by father and son with history lessons. Mangchi is for your Korean dishes. I don't know if she does history, but she covers a ton of recipes. Ooh. I'm gonna look this up. I've been wanting to try more Chinese cuisine as well. Let me just pull this up. Made with Lao, and then Mangchi. Ooh. Sounds good. Hello, Zako. Hello. Stabbing implements? Yeah, you got it. Knives for everyone. Yeah, that'll be something really safe. Oh, what if the asset I give you guys is like little plastic knives, like those translucent like ones of different colors? Then you can have like a little nice plastic knife. So that way you don't hurt me, but you guys can definitely hurt each other. I haven't looked into Filipino cuisine channels that much, but there's probably something along those lines. There's definitely one that is dedicated to like vegan Filipino food. It's called is it Pansalang Pinoy? Oh no, it's called Astig Vegan. Astig is like, well, I guess people who know Tagalog can correct me, but I think it means like strong? Strong. Stronk. New TV program format, bibinka or not bibinka? Is it made of bibinka? Is it cake? Embrace Digimon design, give us the knife teeth Tokomon style. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. But there's already, George already made the, you know, that's what your guys' mouths look like. Like one more time, look at the stinger. But you can headcanon your, if you make your own bibingka sona, then you can headcanon that you have the Tokomon style teeth, right? The cocktail swords. It'll be educational. Why is it that whenever you speak of violence, I'm summoned? Because it happens every so often. Like, we speak of violence every so often. It's like, you know, it's like, it's just bound to happen. Just snap the plastic knife in half and we can get you! No! No violence against teacher. I'm spending dollary dues from my own bare pockets to get you. Wait, give me a second. I have something for this. To get you guys a pizza party. That's right. The cats are sitting on top of the pizza, but my own dollary dues. To get you guys a pizza party and a communal liter of cola. Totally not a private school. I've been retconned. Look, if you temporarily take away the cats, look, see, I got you guys pizza. But too bad the cats are sitting on top of it. They're not gonna move for a while. They're actually purring. You see? Totally not a private school. But to tell us not to come to school tomorrow. No. Pizza more like heated cat bed. Give them their bed back. Pickles the pineapple on pizza. I love that it's just the whole pineapple. Guys, we're supposed to be doing art appreciation today. I did say that it was gonna be a short stream. I kind of assumed that I was just gonna jump right into the art appreciation and end after like an hour, but as always, you guys caught me yapping. You guys got me yapping. First it was eggs, and now it's eggs. And now it's about pizza. No explosions. But yeah, it's mostly because, like I said, I'm kind of tired from work. From my work day, so I might keep it pretty short today. We're gonna miss the yaps. Yo, you guys also have yaps before I leave for hiatus on Saturday morning. I did want to stream more this week, especially on the 16th, because I found out that's World Sun Bear Day. I was planning on streaming that day, but there is an important event happening that day. Actually, this whole weekend is just a slew of really important events that I can't talk about yet because, you know, it's like a very specific detail that might, you know, dox people. So, but yeah, a super specific event happening Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then Thursday, I'm going to go over to the card shop. I want to play more Digimon TCG. You know what I was thinking of too is I think we'll do like some art appreciation, but I was also thinking like if you guys want like a teensy bit more yaps, I might also play DC Go, the Digimon TCG game. I've been like I've been a little addicted. I have like a hankering for it. And this time we might not fight against bots. We would fight against actual people, you know? So, yeah, I think that's where we're going to go with this. The cars are being transphobic to me specifically for sitting on the pizza. Oh, the cats. No, why are you guys attacking me? Oh, there we go. beeplebees is hugging me. Aw. Do a 30-minute stream for World Sun Bear Day? I can't. It's the event on Friday starts like at like 6 and we have to be there 30 minutes ahead of time. So I just would not be able to stream. Like I guess a 30-minute stream might be doable if I do it right when I'm off work. And like I would have to end like right at 5:30. So like I just don't think it's doable. But yeah, so that's why like pretty important events this whole weekend. And then I go on hiatus. So yeah. 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Sorry. The event starts at 6 p.m. Transphobic cars will eat them. There you go. There you go. All right, so here's the plan. We'll do a little bit of art appreciation. Actually, who submitted this artwork for art appreciation? It was Peck School. Yeah. So Peck School submitted this artwork by, who is this? Ahiru Brand. It's a cute little artwork of a bear. And it looks like it's acrylic too. I don't know. Some of it looks acrylic. It's from like, I'll give you guys the link in the chat. Yeah, Peck School linked this one. It's made by someone named Ahiru Brand. I can't read the kanji over here, but oh wait, there were. Oh, this is so cute. What does the caption say? Someone came along. Oh, all this work is really cute. It looks like it's acrylic, and I'll explain why. What kind of bear? So it has a little crescent shape here, which makes me think it might be an Asiatic black bear. It could even be a sun bear, like myself, but it doesn't quite have the right shape. It's kind of if you guys have seen pictures of actual sun bears, they're usually kind of lanky and skinny. Like their skin clings to them very tightly. This one looks a little bit more fluffy. So yeah, let's do some analysis here. The reason why I say it, and then the artist signed in the corner over here says Kanako Takeuchi. Let's see. Shiopi, hello. Hello. But it stands like a man. All bears stand, I believe. All of them can stand. It also depends on like how they're stylizing this bear, right? I don't know. So I'll show you, because Asiatic black bears look really fluffy and sun bears look very like not fluffy at all. Let me see if I can get another window going. So sun bear. Oh, actually, give me a second. I'm gonna mute for a couple minutes. Okay, I'm back. Oh, yeah, we were comparing to see if this is a moon bear or a sun bear, because they actually both have that little like crescent shape on their chest. What were you guys saying while I was away? They're also known as sun bears. That's pretty sick. Sun and moon. Yeah, so I'm a sun bear. I'm specifically a sun bear, but there's also a bear called an Asiatic black bear that's also referred to as a moon bear. So yeah. And oh, oh, you corrected yourself. I'm sorry. I feel like you knew that I'm a sun bear, but I always gotta like inform the masses of like we're here. Like I'm a little sun bear, aren't I so cute? Moon bears are slightly less cursed than sun bears. Not slightly. They're much less cursed. Have you seen us? Have you seen the sun bears before? Let's see. This image? Yeah. Mom, come back. I'm sorry. I'll get rid of the pee pee poo poo man. Have you guys seen that thing on Twitter? It's actually like an old meme, but it like resurfaced on my Twitter For You page, where it was like a horror movie poster, but it was something like, "You won't be laughing when you say his name, pee pee poo poo man." It like always gets me. It's so funny watching sun bears all scrunkly and flop their tongue everywhere, right? You get it, Sotenbori, you get it. As you can see, this particular bear is in fact a moon bear. Since it's dark white, I'm gonna go with a moon bear. You look pretty fluffy for a sun bear. Do I detect lies? It's just a little bit of cheek fluff and my hair. I'm not a liar. I am a sun bear. Is there going to be an Eldritch classroom anytime in the future? I can make one. I have a 12-hour flight coming up. So maybe that's something that I could do. Dies laughing. We must be ready for the elder threats. I can't believe you got that specific joke. That's what I'm best at. Just like oddly specific jokes and letting like more general jokes completely fly by my head. Yeah, Sotenbori. Say his name. You won't be laughing when he kills you. The pee pee poo poo man. Moon bears are still pretty cursed looking. Oh yeah, so I think I have an image here. A little point of comparison. Let me put it on the screen for you guys. Give me a second. Okay, here we have the same but different. Wait, there we go. A sun bear and a moon bear. Look, they're so fluffy. Can you spot the difference between these bears? I think it's pretty similar. Here we go. This is a pretty good picture. So this is a sun bear. That's probably one of my relatives here. Probably one of my many cousins. Maybe even the one that plays MTG. And then we have a moon bear. You see they're pretty fluffy. Aww. They're both cute. Sun bears are really small. I saw one of my brethren for the first time. That isn't like, I guess, related to me. I saw one of my brethren for the first time when I went to the Sandy Bear Go Zoo. And like, I only caught a glimpse of it, but it's so tiny. They're so tiny, you guys. And then moon bears are a lot fluffier. The dogs. Oh my gosh, one of these days when when Big Ham has a little bit more availability with rigging, if she's down, I want to ask her for for a toggle where like when I stick out my tongue it just goes like this. I'm just like, you guys got any ants? I hate that the Bye Bye Man is one of the best openings of a movie. I've actually never seen. I'm kind of down to see what the opening looks like. Me on a diet versus me eating what I want, because why not? Sun bears kind of look like dogs, specifically labs with the silly yawns and tongues. That's definitely an MTG player bear, yup. Schlonk. Ant Nation scatter. You should gaslight her into canceling her existing clients and work with you exclusively. No. She's a busy ham. And this isn't a priority, you know? Like, this is just like a for funsies. Like, no. Oh, good tongue! The opening is just the dad shotgunning his family and neighbors. Then himself. Oh, Jesus. So kind of like the opening to Jisatsu Circle, right? Is that how it was called in Japanese? Man, that movie was crazy. Anyway, I could paste a paper tongue on the screen if you if you give me a heads up. It's like I tell all the babinka, all right, we're doing some art class. I need you guys to make like a sun bear tongue, and then whenever I'm just like mlem, then you guys just gotta stick it on there. I sent a moon bear pic in Discord. Ooh, want to see? Did you put it in general? Ooh, you guys put a lot. Oh my god, he sit. Open in browser. He looks so tired. He looks so tired. It looks like It's like when you wake up from a nap that was just supposed to be 2 hours and it's like 8 hours later, and you're just like, what year is it? What year is it? Where am I? This isn't the first grade. But yeah, all that to say, this is what a sun bear looks like. That's what a moon bear looks like. So if we go back to that original picture, I feel like this guy's a little bit fluffier, right? And there's a crescent moon up here in the corner, which makes me think that, you know, you're supposed to be like, oh, moon there, it's a moon bear. The Jisatsu idol song goes hard. Yeah, dude, it's been a while since I like watched Jisatsu Circle. That and the what's the name of the sequel? Noriko's Dinner Table? Man. She can be busy exclusively for you. That would be the dream. But also I only have so much monies. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I do think this is either acrylic or it's because I'm noticing the texture. There's a lot of scratchiness in there, so maybe this is some kind of like acrylic paint on canvas and they use like a palette knife to put like all of this like texture in there. You also see just a lot of texture and scratches all around, like here and here. But also there's a bit of like the texture feels a little chalky as well. Like especially these strokes over here. So maybe there's also some like pastels. That's the one. I'm gonna try and doodle a bit. Yeah, go for it, Pickles. Yeah, and if you feel like sharing your doodles, I'd love to see it. I always love seeing the art. The bear. Truly, we have the same media taste. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Let's see. You got a little ducky over here. What I like about the pastel stuff is that like it looks like it's trying to. If we zoom out, it looks like it's a forest. You know, like a minimalist forest. Feels scratched on. Yeah, exactly. Like a part of me wants to say that it's like a palette knife that did like the scratches, but it really could be anything. The bear man. We also have a little kitty cat. I like how the shadows were done. Let's take a look at the shadows as well. You know what? I'm like starting to doubt if it's acrylic. I'm starting to think that maybe it's like pastels. And if that's the case, what kind of surface would this be? Maybe could be paper? Could be like, or some kind of like a hardier paper, right? Reminds me of the Babadook. I'm starting to doubt myself because this feels more like, well, that's another thing about this style is that it reminds me of something you would see in like a storybook, right? The Bear Duke. It's very storybook like style, and if we look at more by this artist, even this like PFP, it seems very like there's like smudges in it. There's like a smudginess that reminds me of like pastels or crayons. Cute. Actually, does this say at any point? I wonder if any of their posts say like the medium. Oh, wait. Oh, look. Okay. This looks like canvas. Translate posts. Could this be their website? No, I think that's just where this is being shown. This looks like it's canvas. Or wood panel? Maybe it's wood panel. The thing is, oh, this is so beautiful though. Tom and Jerry! It says Tom and Jerry. More bears! Oh my gosh, look at that background. The background has like so much. Let me exit out of this. There we go. Look at that background. It's like they definitely mixed a whole bunch of colors together. Now I really can't tell if it's like some kind of like pastel, like crayons, or if it's like a her website is kanakotakeuchi.jp. Okay, let me put that in. kanokotakeuchi.jp. Cute! Oh my gosh. It's oil pastels. Okay, that's making sense. So oil pastels I've never worked with. I think I've only done like chalk pastels. Oh, we have an ad break coming up. Actually, let me snooze it. I'm gonna snooze it and see if I could finish up talking about this artist. I'll link it to you guys as well. I know Peck School put the URL, but I'll put like the direct link. She likes bears too, yeah. 100%. So that's oil pastels. They're oil pastels are usually still kind of like in a crayon form, like it's a solid, but you like put it up against like a surface and it's just a lot softer. Not quite waxy, but like it's just softer and it makes it easier to like be able to like meld some of these colors together. Oh, these are so cute. And it really has that like nostalgic storybook feel to it. Bear Mom? Oh my gosh, this is so cute. This is adorable. It's very wholesome too. Man, I should get some oil pastels. I should get some oil pastels. Not for any kind of like I want to see if I could make stuff like this, but just like the feeling of it, the ambiance of it feels very peaceful. It's a bear mom. Tom and Berry. I adore oil pastels. The way they blend is blending. That's the word I was looking for. The way she blends is so good. Like you could see it in how the background is done here. There's like pinks and yellows, blues. It feels very like poignant too, because it's like a mama bear with her little cubs, and it's just a little moment of like a cub looking at a little snake, right? There's no sense of like danger, and yeah, it is a snake. I feel like with the way that you could easily make a scene where it's like a bear cub looking at a snake, but make it feel very ominous, right? But this one is not. This one is meant to be like the bright colors and everything. It's meant to be kind of wholesome, and I like that. I like that a lot. Something very needed nowadays. But yeah, so that is the art of Kanako Takeuchi. Definitely check them out. I'm gonna give them a follow right now. That's just really cute. But yeah, okay, so that's actually the first thing that we art appreciated for the day. I have a bunch of cookies and cream chocolate in front of me because Beans got it for me, so I'm gonna eat that. And I'm gonna go ahead and put you all in an ad break. And then when we come back, we'll go ahead and take a look at a couple of like Digimon artwork, like from the TCG. And then if I still have some energy, I might play a little bit DC Go, but otherwise we are going to try and keep this a pretty short stream. So I'm going to go ahead and play that ad break, and I'll see you guys after. Nice, good job, SariBot. Okay, see you guys in a couple minutes. Give me a second, I'm still eating some of the chocolate. Meanwhile, Peck School's eating the plants! No! Dang it! I just got those from, where do you usually buy plants from? I just got those from the backyard! Let me finish my chocolate. Yes, Lowe's and Home Depot. You know what's funny? As I was saying the sentence, my brain just thought of Smart and Final. And I'm like, I don't know if you could buy plants from Smart and Final. It's like, I just bought that plant from... Reads notes. The backyard! I just got it from Office Depot. Man, that 3 minutes went by fast. I'm still eating my chocolate. But anyway. So, next up, I did want to... I'm thinking about making this into kind of like a more dedicated, longer series, but I might want to do some art appreciation streams where we appreciate like specific artists that do Digimon TCG stuff. Because the TCG has just like amazing art. Oh yeah, I forgot to say hi to folks that came in during the ad break. So hello Twisty, hello Amerly. Peck School's still eating the plants. Good to see. But yeah, we are... It's gonna be kind of a short stream for today. We're just gonna be looking at some Digimon TCG art. I found out because I was trying to look at a specific artist named Porose. And then I saw like a little factoid in their Wikipedia page that said something like, oh, they were the first winners of the Digimon illustration competition. And I'm like, there's an illustration competition? So that's how I found my way to the website. There's like this main website over here. And it has results from 2022 and 2023, but unfortunately not 2024. And through my brief Google searching, it seems like they didn't have a 2024 illustration competition. So I also don't know if there's going to be one for, 2025. I stopped greeting everyone because you also greet everyone. You can still greet everyone. I know that Pickles also does that, which I think is really cute. I like it when you guys greet each other. It's just really cute. It feels like a nice little community. It's like you guys are actually greeting each other in the classroom, you know? I do like that sometimes it feels like an actual classroom atmosphere with you guys throwing things at me. Just being a menace to your poor teacher. I learned from Mayshark when she would mod for someone I used to watch. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's nice. I like seeing it, you know? Hey! Dang it. It really is like a classroom. But yeah, so let's go ahead and appreciate some of these illustrations. So these are from 2023. We could go chronological. It's just that the 2022 ones just shows the finalists. Well, not just. They're all really nice, you know, like this one. This Lilymon one. It's very kind of Art Nouveau, but also reminds me of like, you know, the Kingdom Hearts opening, where it's like the closer you are to the light, the bigger your shadow becomes. Like, remember that part? I just worry that lurkers don't want to be perceived. We don't have to read out the names of the lurkers, definitely. Yeah, I know that some lurkers don't want to be perceived. And I totally respect that, right? But it's just people that are in the chat, you know? So, I know that, for example, EG, she's the VTuber, the mushroom VTuber, or sorry, they are the mushroom VTuber that does like design reviews, or Squeegee, EG as they're known as. They have a little check-in that's like, almost like doing attendance. So it's a redeem, almost like my sniffer stick is, but you imagine that it's like attendance. It's like people saying like here. But yeah, if you ever want to greet people, you could just greet the people that are in the chat. I think that's totally fine. Lurker friendly greetings. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so like, doesn't this artwork, doesn't it look like the opening to Kingdom Hearts? Or at least the little like motif in the background where you have like Rosemon, Togemon, Palmon, Tanamon, and I think this is Euramon. It's so cute. It's so cute, this design. And I like the colors too, very vibrant colors. You can see, so this person, they won the very first illustration competition in 2022. We even have their comments, so thank you very much for this honorable award. I'm very happy to have been able to contribute to one of the charms of Digimon, which I've loved since childhood. I'll make the most of this experience and devote myself to creating more attractive illustrations. Thank you very much. Oh my god, the judges included freaking Kenji Watanabe. He's like one of the first artists for Digimon. I actually don't know if he's the one who made Digimon, but he's definitely one of the first artists for it. Harada sounds familiar. And then they also had like Ghost Game production staff. And there's some other ones too. I'm not gonna go like super in-depth, right? I'm not gonna go super in-depth into each one, but like you could see that there's like a variety of styles with these illustrations. Like this one is a little bit more what's one way to say it? Almost like graphic design, like kind of flat, but the trick with flat artwork like this where you don't like the thing is there's still shading, there's still shadows and highlights and stuff, but there aren't what's it called, like transition, like smooth transitions between them. It's like cell shaded in a way, and this can be super effective as long as the artist knows how to use their colors and their values, as in like the amount of light and dark. Because for example, like you need the shape of like Agumon here, but you need like let's say that if you like printed this out and held it out in front of your face, like at a distance, or you had it like taped on a wall, and you were like stepping away from it, you need to be able to tell like what each of the features are, right? So for example, if you look at Agumon's head, it's like this bright yellow orange, and then that same color is used for his arm. But then for the body, they use like a slightly darker orange, both to imply shading, that all of this is kind of like in shadow, but it's also to help outline the arm so that that doesn't get kind of lost in the silhouette, you know? So this is pretty effective so long as you know how to use those colors and that contrast. Cause then look, there's like the little Botamon, which is like Agumon's first evolution here. They're very dark, right? And they stand out because they're up against this like super vibrant green grass. But look at this rock over here. If the artist had chosen to put like a rock right behind Botamon, it would be a little bit harder to see Botamon. So like they have a very skillful use of like light and dark to be able to like make all of the elements really obvious just at a glance. Like you could see these like phone towers over here, or electricity towers, the train tracks, even the shape of the clouds, the shape of the flame, it stands out against the sky. So like with artwork like this, you really have to think about like your composition. You really have to think like, how do I make each and every shape, or every shape that I want to stand out, how do I make it stand out against the background, right? So that's a pretty good show of skill. So that one doesn't have any like smooth transitions in between like light and shadow. This one does. This one does. And like so therefore it's a little bit more realistic. Yeah, Agumon going, yay. No, not super realistic. It's just different rendering styles, and I don't mean to imply that any style is better than one or the other. They're both amazing. They're both amazing. And yeah, that's the cool thing, is that you do see like some different rendering styles. So this one is a little bit smoother, but they also have this really cool like effect of sunlight when it passes through trees. Oh my god, the rendering on the apple is super realistic. Ooh, this person, I've seen a lot of Digimon TCG cards with this art style, so I think it's all by this artist, Yamuretsu. And I think what stands out is, if you look carefully, I don't think this person uses outlines. It looks like at first glance that they use outlines, but that's actually like I don't know, they kind of play around with it, because they definitely don't use, like compare these two, for example. This one you can see an outline against Gamamon. there's like an outline, right? And then an outline for the tree, an outline for Mon. That's his name, by the way. His name is Mon. Like the Mon comes from monkey, but his name is literally Mon. But you guys see the outline, right? Here, there kinda is and there kinda isn't. Like, on his like ear part, Terriermon's like ear, you can kind of see like an outline that's not black. It's almost like a light color, but then it kind of fades away and you can't really tell if it's more of like a highlight than an outline, so to speak. And I think that's really cool. That's another thing that kind of goes hand in hand with like this artwork by Gosha, where like this one also doesn't have outlines. You just have to be really mindful of your colors and making sure that it stands out. So for example, Terriermon right here is very light in color, so it makes sense to have a background that's a bit darker. That way you can kind of see the shapes a little bit more clearly. The composition makes it so that you can see the silhouette, the shape of Terriermon overall. And I think what was another good decision is here, Terriermon is holding a Cocomon. Or is it Chalkmon? I actually forget the name of this one. I'm pretty sure it's Cocomon. Cocomon is dark in color, so you can very clearly make out Cocomon because the background is Terriermon, but the background of Terriermon is a dark color. So it's just like alternating between dark and light. If this artist had instead used Terriermon's beginning evolution, which would be, I think, Gummymon. Gummymon is a light green. It wouldn't stand out as much, but they chose Cocomon because it's a little bit, not because, but it, you could see it better because of that alternating, like, contrast, basically. I mean, this was also really cool. It's kind of like in this style of like Japanese or China, like East Asian, like brushwork and ink art, basically. Very cool. Numemon! This one, in my opinion, could use a little bit more contrast, but what I think they made up for is the composition and kind of the, almost like environmental storytelling. I think that's the cool part with a lot of Digimon TCG cards is, sometimes it's just the Digimon, right? It's just the Digimon like doing an action pose, looking all awesome, nothing wrong with that, you know? But sometimes it's almost like Pokemon as well. There's a story being told in the art itself, without any words, without any speech bubbles, right? And this one doesn't necessarily have to be a story, but it's definitely setting a mood. This is almost as if you are like wandering around in the swamp and you see like a little Numemon over here, and it's like, what is that? Wait, is that oh god, it's a Numemon. But then you slowly come to the realization, you look here in the background and you see, oh my gosh, there's actually a bunch of them. And what's interesting is one of the first things I said is there should be a little bit more contrast because some of the features of Numemon get a little bit lost, right? Like where the lips end and the body begins, it gets a little bit lost. But now I'm starting to kind of appreciate it because here that almost adds to kind of the jump scare, the horror value of it, because these Numemon, because they don't have as much contrast, they're kind of blending in with the swampy background. So it's almost like the slow realization of like, oh, those aren't extra trees and shrubbery, those are Numemon. So like while initially I was like it could use more contrast, now I'm thinking like it actually works really well without the contrast. See what else? Ooh, this is cool composition wise. So this is what I mean. Sometimes a card is just the Digimon doing an action pose, right? And this is a very dynamic pose. This is a very ambitious pose too, because they took advantage of the fact that Devimon has like long limbs. Like, they took advantage of that, and like they could have really just I'll even see if I can find an example of like you could really just pose Devimon as like the standing man meme, right? Let me see if I have some examples, because you really could do that. Oh, you know what? Here's a good one. Give me a second. What is this? Devimon BT2074. Give me a second. I'm gonna have you guys compare two cards of the same Digimon, And like I said, I'm not trying to say that anyone is better than the other. They're both really good in their own ways. But just in terms of the pose, the main thing I want you to pay attention to is the pose here. So here's one version of this of a Devimon card, right? Where the composition wise, it's pretty symmetrical with the exception of the hand, but you know, it's symmetrical. He's kind of just like posing, and he does have like one leg crossed over the other. He does have the hand, which like still grabs our interest. The rendering is really cool, right? And I like how they're using the red finger to kind of draw our eye. But if you were to turn this into a silhouette, some of the details might get a little lost. Like, for example, you might see here and might be able to surmise that like, oh, the pose is he's reaching out towards the viewer, right? But otherwise, the silhouette, it might get a little bit lost. Here, though, if you turn him into a silhouette, like if you fill all of this just with black, you can see like every part of his like anatomy, right? Especially like I said, this really emphasizes how Devimon just has like proportionally long limbs, and I think that's really cool. So if you turn this into a silhouette, you would see like the arm here, the legs here. And it's very angular too. Like there's a lot of angles with like the legs, with the arms, even with the fingers. And that's cool because that goes a little bit into shape language, which I've talked about before. Things with like right angles. Yes, sick pose, right? Like right angles and no, not right angles. Things like squares and like right angles, they give us a little bit of a sense of stability. Flat planes also gives us the feeling of stability because it almost reminds you of like looking at the horizon and like an uninterrupted horizon, like a peaceful lake that isn't moving, right? But jagged lines and like acute angles and stuff like that might give you more of a sense of like action or hazard, right? Because things in nature that have those angles or that are really sharp, they might hurt you. Or you might think of something like a lightning bolt, which could harm you, right? So like when you see jagged things, it could imply like danger, but it could also imply activity, movement. So you see a lot of those like jagged like curves here, not curves, but like edges here. And it kind of goes into the whole idea of like Devimon being like a devil. It's something dangerous, right? So cool. And then here we go. Last one is a Machine Dramon. This is also a cool action pose where it's just like POV, you're about to get blasted by Machine Dramon. 3 seconds before launch. That's so ominous. It really is kind of like that environmental storytelling. Same with like the Numemon where it's like POV, you're effed, you know? Oh, and we got a couple other ones. Judge's Special Prize. These are all really cool. Ooh, the technique on this one. Looks like pencil work or like ink work. Or like manga, like cross-hatching and stuff like that. So yeah, I kind of lightly touched on some of those 2022 ones. Let's go ahead and take a look at like a couple from 2023. We'll just look at the final judging results. Ooh, this one's nice. So Blood Moon by Kariki Hajime. Second prize. Oh, cool. Is this the same person that got second place the previous year? Oh no, it's not. That's Gosha. But they both have this kind of like almost graphic design-y feel to them. Sunny Day After the Rain. Ooh, I like the colors in this one. It's Bonyui. The colors are very dynamic in this one. I like the sense of movement in this too. This like arc of like snow and ice and stuff. It gives us like a nice like way to lead the eye. Like upwards into here. And then same with like the ears of, I think this is Simbare. Oh, what's his name again? Simbare Angolamon? Yeah, Simbale Angolamon. Like the ears point you towards like his head. This line of action points you to this head. There's just a lot of like motion. That's not ice cream. Cool. Special prizes also look really cool. Let's go ahead and go back up to This one, Blood Moon by Kariki Hajime. This feels very similar to the Devimon one in terms of like how dynamic the pose is, and kind of like the Simbari Angoromon one. This one also kind of like leads our eye in different ways. For one, the hair, right? This artist could have just gone with like the hair just going straight down, kind of like these parts coming out from the blood moon or the sun or whatever this is. I think it's a eclipse moon, a lunar eclipse moon. They could have just had the hair going down, right? But instead they chose to have these cool arcs instead. And I think that helps us, like, for one, it fills up some of the negative space here. It makes it so that there's something to look at here in this like quadrant, you know? But it also kind of leads the eye. It leads the eye all the way back to the head. Same with like her wings over here. And the arm. I don't know, like the composition is just really good because you get to see like one cool thing about Digimon is just their designs, right? And they all have such unique designs. It's almost like like with certain VTubers, there's just so many details that you have to keep in mind. Like when I used to draw Magni Desmond, you have to remember that he has a purple tongue, you have to remember his piercings, you have to remember his asymmetrical hair, you have to remember the beauty mark on his cheek. Like, and the halo, right? You have to remember all of that. With Betel, you have to like remember like his eye color, his hair color, stuff like that. With Digimon, it's almost the same. You have to remember that Lady Devimon has like a skull on only one of her boobs, and she has like stitches, and then one of her arms is very large, but also one of her legs is fully covered while one of them is like a boot. And fun fact, I feel like people have probably noticed this, but she is kind of the reverse of Angelwomon. She's like the inverse of her. Bazungas! Bazongas! But yeah, because like Angelwomon also has that whole like one leg is completely covered, another is like partially covered, right? They both are like masked in a way. But yeah, so like this hand is like bigger, and she's on top of a Davidramon, by the way, which is also cool. And then I think the blood moon or whatever this is, like the eclipse moon, is also a really cool touch because it almost looks like a halo around her head, right? Booba! It looks like a halo, but of course it's an inverse of a halo because she's not an angelic figure, she's a devilish figure. So it's almost like a corrupted halo. Especially because it's not golden, it's like blood red. So I think it's just like thematically really cool as well. Alright, what else? Nice lighting on this one. All of these are cool. I talked about this one already. This one has a lot of detail that I think is really cool. Oh, cool! There's a church in the background. Oh, there's like a lot of little details if you take like a close look. Can we take a closer look, actually? We can! Okay. This is cool, because this is Imperial Dramon Dragon Mode. And the more you look around, the more details you notice. So he's on top of a castle, like a European-style castle. Like something you'd see on like Game of Thrones, right? Is it gothic? Because we do have a rose window here with stained glass. I'm not seeing the broken arches, but we do have flying buttresses. Another flying buttress over here, a spire. I'm not really seeing broken arches though. They're more round arches. But still cool, still cool. And then you have like this, he's roaring. There's little details too, like there is, like branches all around him, which kind of implies that maybe he was at one point like constrained or turned to stone or something, and he's like coming back to life and he's roaring like, yeah, we're back in pog form. In the water you see two Ikakumon, one here and one here, and they're kind of swimming towards him. And then there's also a Seraphimon, but it's pretty obvious that it's a statue. However, because we have like all the twigs and branches here, maybe this is Seraphimon, but like he's just inside of the stone, right? So maybe Imperial Dramon was stone and then he got released from it, and then maybe the Seraphimon, it will also eventually be released from it. Our favorite game show, is it gothic? I think, oh my god, who posted it in my Discord? Someone said that Radin was also looking at Gothic architecture. That's why that's why she's another one of my Oshis. That's why she's another one of my Oshis. There's also a detail here that I can't quite make. I think it's just foliage, but I thought it was like the ear of like a black Automon, but I think it's just leaves. Gothic or Baroque? Well, I don't know if I would be able to tell Baroque Baroque architecture that well, now that I think about it. Hold on, I'm just gonna make sure I stop raids. There we go. Dia, hello, hello, welcome. We're looking at some Digimon artwork. These are people that won like competitions and stuff. There was another one that I wanted to highlight as well. Oh, this one's also cool. Another Lady Devimon, but there's 3 of her. Oh, this one's also using that same motif of like using either like a sun or a moon as kind of like the halo to kind of like outline her head a little bit better. This one's pretty cool. It has like kind of a painterly effect to it. Very soft palette. The contrast is not like extreme, but it's like enough. Hey Dia, hello, hello. We were talking about eggs earlier, and we were looking at a Wikipedia page of like different types of omelets, and I saw one that said like Indian omelet, and I'm like, oh, that looks good. That looks good. So I know I shouldn't just be like, hey, Indian stuff, Dia, but I don't know. I was just like, oh, that looks good. But yeah, so here's a picture of War Greymon. Feet? I think something funny about like certain Digimon is like the comically large feet that they have. Same with like Devimon. Devimon has like comically large hands. I like this little detail if you can see, if you know your Digimon lore, you know that like these like thingies over here are not War Greymon's actual hands. He is actually putting his actual hands through like the claws. They're his Draymon Destroyers, as they're called. But also this is just very atmospheric. Put those grippers away! It's very atmospheric, right? Like I kind of like the muted colors. I like that there's this circle here, almost like a, you can feel like when something lifts off into the air, there's like a little bit of like swirling air to it, right? That's the feeling I get. Like it gives a little bit of like atmosphere to it. Oh, cool, cool. Is there anything else? Ooh, this one also has a lot of details in it. This is an interesting one because if you look closely, so this is Imperial Dramon. If you don't know about Imperial Dramon, it's a Digimon that is a fusion of 2 Digimon. It's a fusion of Wormmon and Vmon, or they're pretty much their ultimate forms. You see those Digimon here, so they're holding claws. They're holding hands. So we have a Wormmon and a Vmon, and eventually they become X-Vmon and Stingmon. And these 2 combine to become Paildramon, which I think is being shown over here, which eventually becomes Imperial Dramon. But here we're seeing like all the evolutionary stages, which I think is really cute because you see Wormmon and Vmon, they're kind of front and center. You see their evolved forms right next to them right here. But then you also see their baby forms. So you have Demi-Vmon and you have Leafmon. And then I think this is Minomon, and I forget what Vmon's like baby form is. But yeah, they become Paildramon, but they also have an alternate form called Dino-Beamon, and it looks kind of ridiculous. I kind of want to show you guys. I want to show you, I want to take you on this magic carpet ride. There's Dino-Beamon, but there's also Paildramon. Oh, Schnackery's here. Dino-Beeplemon. Schnackery, what's wrong? Okay, so this is Paildramon. Oh, hey, Schnackery. Wow. I'm giving him pets. Aw, what a guy. So this is Pyildramon. You know what? I should show you XVmon and Stingmon. So this is XVmon, right? You see that he's a blue dinosaur-like or dragon-like Digimon. Then we got Stingmon. He's like an insect-like Digimon. So when you combine them together, you get Pyildramon, who has a little bit of those draconic features with a little bit of those bug features. So that's one way you can put them together. But you could also put them together as wait, where is it? Thought I had it. Dino Beamon. And I don't know, to me it just always looks so derpy, at least in comparison to Pyildramon. It looks so derpy because it has like the dragon arms, but also like the insect head, you know? I love how he's allegedly an ancient dragon when he's got lasers and guns. Is Schneckery meow? He is. I was petting him. I was petting him. He looks just like what Peg Skull said. Pet me! Ah! He looks so silly. You love Dino Beamon? He looks so silly affectionately. But also to Sotenbori's point, it is funny that you have this like legendary dragon, but he has like lasers. And guns. Actually, yeah, Pyildramon does have guns, now that I think about it. So yeah, I like that. I like that there's like all these little evolutionary forms that get their way into becoming Imperialdramon. Snackery. Hey, remember when Ken said that the spires prevent Digimon from evolving when they're near them? Yeah, that was a lie. So that was a lie. Yeah, I feel like there's a whole bunch of things where it's like they skirt around certain restrictions, because spoiler alert, for the second season, there are times where like, oh, why can't the OG team just digivolve and like get rid of all these villains? And there's usually some kind of like reason for it. It's like, oh, they can't digivolve anymore because something sacrifice something. And it feels so contrived. It's just like one of those, like, it's just a reason for the newbies to kind of step in, right? Schneck attack! Thank you for the big emote. Whose emote is that? It's Church's! It's Church's! Wait, is that from like an actual picture? Did you give your cat Burger King? They're not supposed to have salt. See, Schneckery's outraged. He's out. Now he's looking at that picture and he's... Read the emo name. I don't know how to read. Let me see. She steals the fry. She stole it. Oh no. Thievery. But the point is that Schneckery's gonna see that and he's gonna think it's okay. He's gonna think it's normalized. No, Schneckery, you can't have french fries. It's not good for you. It's not. Dino Beamon reminds me of one of those Pokemon sprite fusion generators. Oh, you're right. You're kind of right. Unionize! Don't I treat you guys well? You guys don't need to unionize. Cats, get your fries! Oh no. No, they can't. They're not supposed to have salt. They're not supposed to have salt. You can't. Okay, is it obvious that I kind of want to play DC Go? Just like one round. Is that okay? Is it okay that I play one round of Digimon card game? like on the unofficial client against maybe an actual person? Is that okay? And then we'll call it. We'll call it, I swear. I swear. I'm gonna boot it up. I'm booting it up. I'm gonna boot it up. But I hope you guys appreciated the art appreciation. You have to scream like in the commercial. Like the, ah! Alright, let me just boot it up real quick. If you don't know what DC Go is, it's the Digimon TCG, but it's like the unofficial client for it. Because there's gonna be an official client for it, eventually. Oh wait, I did the wrong thing. Game capture? DC Go? Is that gonna work? It does work! And I'm not gonna change the category because I don't know if people are like playing DC Go right now and they're gonna come into chat and be like, hop on? Like, it was a cozy stream. I like the egg talk. Me too. And I'm getting hungry for eggs. And the doctor said I'm not supposed to be eating eggs. Alright, one round. If you guys want to watch me play this game, you totally can. I recommend it. But if you feel like this ain't what you want to watch, I completely understand. If you are curious about how these Digimon battles go, I'm gonna fight against an actual person. Let's see how we do. Oh, you know what? I don't think you guys can hear the sound. But also, I feel like you guys might like the music better than the sound. It's just little like, ding, ding. Okay, let's do this. First of all, let's see if I even like get oh, I did get matched with someone. Okay, we're up against Big Hench. Do I mulligan? Oh, I don't have any tamers. Let's mulligan. Okay, that's a slightly better hand, actually. It's a slightly better hand. Alright, let's first play Tentomon. Digivolve him here. Go ahead and put Palmon in there. And she has an effect that lets me draw and search for card. Well, not search. She is a searcher. Search one to discard. Let's do Greymon. Okay, I got a Goblimon out of that. Let's see what my opponent is gonna do, if they're gonna totally whoop my butt. Ooh, what kind of— oh, it's a wind deck. Owner gets an egg, cat gets no fries. This is why Schnack pukes on the carpet. No! I'm a good owner. Okay, let's see. Your opponent can reduce Digivolution cost. Oh no, they already put a tamer down? Then I'll just put mine down. No, wait, that would end my turn. The cool thing about the Digimon card game is that you can move as many times as you need to, as long as you still have memory. And as you can see, the memory counter is on my side, but on the one side. So if I play if I play a tamer, it's gonna go all the way back here over to my opponent's side, and that's eventually the end of my turn. So I feel like I should do something like this. And she's dead, but that's okay. That's okay. Because we could just play another Palmon. And it has the same effect. Or I can get rid of— oh, this is kind of a tough choice. Let's get rid of Gabumon. Dang it! Okay. I'm looking for tamers! I'm looking for tamer cards, and I'm not getting tamer cards. I feel like I might get my butt whipped with this match, but you never know. The thing about this deck is that it has a lot of different effects, as long as I have tamers out. But the thing is, I don't have any tamers out. This deck very heavily relies on tamers, and I don't have any. See, they push their memory over to this side, and they still have moves. Until it crosses over to the orange side, I can't move. Okay, so as long as there's no other effects, I should be able to move soon. Oof, 2 tamers, and I got 0. This is terrible. Let's do this one. Ooh, and I got my Gabumon back. Let's do that. And another Gabumon. Ooh. Yeah, let's just attack. Okay, taking out his security little by little. Let's put another Gabumon here, and that'll be the end of my turn. Oh, I don't have any tamers! I need tamers! But the thing is, if the opponent attacks me, then I can put down a tamer essentially for free. And the tamer I have in my hand is a pretty good one, too. It's tie. Oh my gosh, he already has a super strong one. He's strong. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Oh, he has 3! He has 3 Digimon. Suspends your Digimon and returns it to the bottom of the deck. I think that's fine. I think that's completely fine. Because these are all... I would be a little bit more pressed if it was like a more powerful Digimon, but I kind of just threw this guy on there, you know? That's fine too. He got piercing, which means he's got my security, and that lets me play a tamer. Haha! I still need another tamer though. No, dang it. This is a bit of a brick. This is, I'm gonna say right now, I kind of bricked. Did that say breeding phase? It sure did. It sure did. There is a phase called the breeding phase. That's exactly what that is. Oh man, we gotta get Randon into this game. Okay, so I can digivolve Gabumon into any champion as long as it has this category of adventure in it. But it's best if I like wait until I have enough tamers to activate Togemon's special ability, which is if there's another like set of tamers on here, then it could digivolve for free. So I should wait, but also like I'm not getting any tamers. So I'm like, dang, should I just like skip my turn or something? I could also oh no, tell him that there's a breeding phase and you got him. Has he ever said that he's played like any kind of TCG? Has he ever been like he's done MTG before, right? Right? Oh my god, I bricked so bad. Now you know what? I'm gonna just take a chance. Cause I don't get— oh, there we go. That's what I was waiting for. I now have 3 different color tamers. Now I can activate some of my abilities. But unfortunately, that might also be too late. Because now my opponent has 4 Digimon. And they're gonna attack. You don't have life points in— so I could block. Yeah, let's block. At the very least, that would activate an effect. Oh, they have so much freaking memory. Okay, yeah. Let's see if we can save this. Maybe Togemon? Or maybe I do have a War Greymon. Nah, let's do Togemon. He played MTG. Yeah, he did mention that he has a favorite MTG card, and I know that for his birthday, folks sent him MTG cards. Like, I know Matthew did, I think Cielo did. Dang it, I just need an in. If I don't die this turn, I might be able to get a comeback. Cause look, I have tamers now. There's time now. But I also have no more shields. I have no more shields. One more attack and I'm done. I gave him savage beating. I don't know why that's so funny, especially in all caps. Because I know in context it means you gave him a card called savage beating, but it's also just I gave him a savage beating. I gave him beating with a steel pipe. No! Okay, I'm done. I'm done. He unsuspended it, which I guess in MTG terms is like untapped. Oh no, it's still my turn. There's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Play a card for a reduced cost. Look, it's Angemon's booty. What would be the most helpful one? Angemon, Mega Kabuterimon. Maybe Togemon? Maybe Angemon? Let me try something. I am not gonna do that. So end selection, but I'm not gonna reduce the cost. I'm just gonna play it. I still have memory, so I can do this. And I will reduce the cost. So I'm saving on memory. I'm saving on memory. And then one more. So use it. So this is where a combo comes in. So, Togemon can just, because I have all these tamers out, now I can Digivolve her into either Zudomon, Mega Kabuterimon, or Angelomon. But Angelomon has an effect that as soon as you play her, you can Digivolve this one. So let's do that. So Digivolve Angemon for free. That means I could turn him into either Zudomon or Mega Kabuterimon, and they both have effects when they're played out. So we'll see which one is the most advantageous for me. So for this one, from one of your opponent's Digimon, trash any Digivolution card, and then return one Digimon with one or fewer Digivolution cards to their hand. The other one is unsuspend. This one lets me like retap it, but I think Zudomon might be a little bit more useful in this scenario. So let's do that. It's gonna let me trash some sources and then bounce it back to their hand. I think I want to do... Wait, how many sources can I trash? For every two colors. For every two colors. So I can do... I can do two. Oh, he has too many sources. Dang it. Maybe I can trash this one then. Take both of those out. And then for each Digimon that doesn't have an additional, you know, Digivolution card, I can bounce it. And this one... Oh, dang, I can't actually use Alliance. Okay. That's okay. But I can do this. I can do this. I can digivolve this one. And it has an effect. I can bottom deck. I can bottom deck a Digimon such as this one. There we go! And now I got all that memory back. Maybe this one gains alliance. Cool, cool. See? This is what I mean. I could still turn it around. I could still turn it around. Let's do this. Play this card. Ooh, there we go. I got some more Digimon. And then let's play this Tamer card. And yeah, that'll be my turn. So I don't think he can get a turnaround from this, because look, I have two Digimon that can prevent a Digimon from attacking me directly. I also gave him Palantir of Orthnak, the Randorb. Let's go. Don't kill me, don't kill me. Don't kill me, don't kill me. Oh dang, he just suspended both of my Digimon. I think that means he can attack directly for game. But I guess he's not. Okay. You splurged and pre-ordered a box of the Final Fantasy MTG set. Yo, nice. Let me know what cards you get. I think that's game. I think that's game. Oh wait. No, it's not. I could do this. I could blast Digivolve and it deletes the Digimon with the lowest points, which is that one. Ah, dang it. Never mind. I lost. I lost. It's okay. Basically, I thought I could block his attack, but I actually couldn't. I don't know why it just auto, like, made me lose, but, you know, whatever. Whatever. Alright, but I think that is where we're gonna call it for today. Let me go ahead and set up some kind of mosh for us. Maybe Falcone. Our usual. Maybe let's do Witch from Mercury. So if there's any folks that want to mosh with us, all you gotta do is when you hear the music, just go ahead and spam your favorite emote, and then I'll make your little guys fight each other. Alright? I will not be streaming again until Saturday morning, and then that's actually gonna be my last stream before I go on hiatus. I keep forgetting to post my hiatus announcement, but it will be posted soon. It's gonna be like a 3-week hiatus, but I'm gonna try and have an activity in the Discord just so that, you know, you guys won't miss me too much. It's gonna be like a little doodle activity, so I welcome anyone of any, you know, art ability to appreciate, to participate. But yeah, I'll probably talk more about that on Saturday. But for now, let's go ahead and get to moshing. Let me turn off the Spotify. And then I'll see who we can raid into. No, not the ads. I'm not. I have fur. There you go. Alright, let's mosh. And let's see who I can raid into. Oh, Milky's on right now. There's a lot of good choices tonight to raid into. There's like Gadrian, there's Folk, but I think we might do Milky because I feel like it's been a while since I've raided into Milky. Matthew won. He's on this streak. No, actually, we broke the streak last night, right? But can you win round 2? Fight. Rigged? It's not rigged, because Matthew won. It wasn't me. It wasn't me that won. Kimi no jinsei. それは答えなんだよ。It's Matthew again. Maybe it is rigged. I don't think we have enough time for around 3. Ah, no, what the hey. Let's do it. Round 3 rigged times 2. We'll see. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Reject old Gundam series, embrace new Gundam series. The G-Quucks, you mean? The lesbians on Mercury and the bisexuals Quucks? Nice. Who's winning this one? Uh-oh, I think this actually might be rigged. Unless Shiopi gets that? Yeah, there we go. Shiopi got the med pack. I believe in you, Shiopi. I believe in you. Oh, Shiopi got another med pack. Let's go. Who's getting it? Oh my god, Shiopi's like chasing after me. And not the third med pack. It's pretty close. It's the fourth med pack. This feels almost unfair. Let's go. It's Shiopi. It's Shiopi. You did it. Matthew has been dethroned. It's not rigged. I keep saying that. I keep telling you guys. It's not rigged. Alright, guys. I think that's what we're gonna call it. Excuse me. We're gonna go ahead and raid into Milky. And I'll see you guys on Saturday morning. I know it's gonna be a bit, but I'm excited to yap with you guys before I go on hiatus. But I hope you guys had fun talking about eggs and appreciating some art and watching me play card games. And if not, well, I still appreciate you. But anyway, let's go ahead and raid. I hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. And as always, I'll see you all when I see you all. Bye-bye. Card games in the just chatting. Don't report me, please. Please, I'm just a bear. I'm just a bear. We raid.